Meet the Overmont camp oven, so the difference between a Dutch oven and a camp oven has legs so that you can bake with coals. This actually has two cooking surfaces. So you have a skillet and a pot. Or you can flip it over. It's a little bit challenging to do with one hand, but you can flip that over just like that and bake that away. So if you're doing like a campfire pizza, charcoal pizza, that would be the ideal way to do that. We're going to cook up some store-bought biscuits just to show you how this works. I'm relatively new to the whole camp oven cooking process. You don't want to get it too hot, but you want to get it the temperature you need. So we're going to be cooking biscuits. We need about 350 degrees. And the theory is that each briquette is 35 degrees. There's a philosophy that it's called the +3. You take the size of your camp oven. This one, the Overmont, is an 8-inch camp oven. And you put 8 coals plus 3. So that would be 11 coals on top. You don't want the bottom to be quite as hot. So I typically use 5 or 6 coals around the bottom. So our coals are pretty well going right now. They're well started. So we'll go ahead and start putting them on. You want to preheat the oven before you start loading it up. So that's 11 on top. I have found that this pan works great. And that will be 6. So now we're going to let that get hot. And then we will open our can of biscuits. I like flaky biscuits. They're big flaky biscuits. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of them in here. I may have to cook 2 rounds. We'll see. Instructions. The instructions say these should be placed about 2 inches apart. Right! That's not going to happen. We're going to get as close to 2 inches apart as we possibly can. It's about as close to 2 inches apart as we're going to get. And we'll be cooking 5 and then 3. So one of the main things to know about this type of cooking is you're really cooking more from the top down than the bottom up. So you want to continually rotate your setup. You rotate the lid in one direction and the pot in the opposite direction. So we go counterclockwise with the lid. Clockwise with the pot. That way you don't have hot spots to overcook, so you're not burning in one particular place. So this is going to go for about 15 minutes at the most. And you don't want to open it a lot. You don't want to take that lid off because you lose your heat. So one of the factors that you always must consider is the weather. The weather's changed since I started cooking. We're now at 100% humidity. and the wind has shifted out of the north, which has made it hard to maintain temperature in my camp oven. But let's take a look. Oh, yeah, we need to see if that's hot. Let's take a look under a biscuit. I think these biscuits are done. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, they're done. They're done. So now we want to determine, they're big, thick, flaky biscuits. Are they done all the way through? Oh, That's so good. We don't even need to put anything on them. All right. You need to buy this. You need to buy this camp oven so you can have biscuits too.